Apparently, we have breaking updates. Breaking updates. Very important. So, what is the latest update? Well, it turns out that Blake Lively was caught on tape talking about how she manipulates people around her in order to take control of the movies upon which she works. Oops! That you are using exactly these tactics against Justin Baldoni, apparently. Oops!
So, let's get into it. Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, Taylor Swift, and director Justin Baldoni. What's really going on behind the scenes? Is Ryan Reynolds using his power to control film? Did Blake and Taylor gang up on a director? And what does Ben Shapiro have to say about all of this? Buckle up because this is a lot. So, Ryan Reynolds, he's charming, funny, and one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. But lately, people are starting to question if there's another side to him. You know, the side of the little less quirky action hero and a little more Hollywood power player. Rumors are swirling that he, along with his wife Blake Lively and their A-list bestie Taylor Swift, pressured director Justin Baldoni to make major changes to a movie. And we're not talking about minor tweaks. We're talking full-on script adjustments to fit their vision, not his. Sounds messy, right? Oh, but it gets worse. Justin Baldoni, respected director, known for emotional storytelling, always seen as a guy with a clear artistic vision. But according to reports, he found himself in the middle of a power struggle with three of Hollywood's most influential celebrities. The whispers started when sources claimed that Blake, Ryan, and Taylor didn't just suggest changes, they pushed for them, and not in a friendly brainstorming session kind of way. We're talking about real pressure, allegedly even trying to use their influence to force Baldoni's hand. Then, just when things were starting to die down, bam, a leaked recording of Blake Lively talking about how she manipulates people around her to control the movies she works on surface. She literally admits that she doesn't just want to act, she wants to shape the entire creative process. And while that might sound like artistic passion, some people are calling it something else, control. And this is where things start getting wild, because according to some reports, this wasn't just about one movie. This was a pattern. Multiple sources claim that Blake has a long history of enforcing strict rules on set, like not allowing certain people to talk to her, refusing to acknowledge crew members, and making demands that go way beyond an actress's role. And get this, there are actual messages and emails coming in from people who have worked with her, claiming they were warned not to approach her, not to ask for autographs, and basically just stay out of her way. Now, we have to ask, if these reports are true, does that mean Blake Lively was really the mastermind behind the whole thing? And if so, was Ryan Reynolds just going along with it, or was he also pulling the strings? But wait, because there's another major player in this situation, Taylor Swift. You know how Taylor has been accused before playing industry games? Well, some people believe this was another strategic move on her part. And if we look at her track record, there have been accusations before that she uses her power to influence things behind the scenes. Some have even pointed out that she has a history of controlling the music charts by timing her releases to block out other artists. Could this just be another example of her trying to manipulate the industry? But this time, in Hollywood, at this point, the whole thing is starting to feel less like a movie and more like a full-blown power struggle. And then, as if this story wasn't already insane, Ben Shapiro stepped in, and he had plenty to say about it.
Apparently, we have breaking updates. Breaking updates. Very important. Oops! I know some people like this movie. Some people are stupid. Oops! On the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni saga. But it does make it look a little suspicious. Oops! I know, for people are really into this, like really into this.
If you know anything about Ben Shapiro, you know he doesn't hold back. And when he reviewed Deadpool and Wolverine, he destroyed it. This movie is trash, he said. He claimed that the humor was repetitive, the plot made no sense, and worst of all, he thinks Ryan Reynolds has become completely dependent on ad-libbing. According to Shapiro, every joke in Deadpool feels like it was thrown on the spot. No real structure, no real storytelling, just Ryan being Ryan. And listen, we all love Reynolds' humor, but does Shapiro have a point? Has Ryan Reynolds fallen into a comedic rut? Is he just doing the same shtick over and over? Because let's be real, there's a fine line between being funny and being predictable. But here's where it gets really juicy. Shapiro and a lot of other people online started pointing out something else, the character Nice Pool in Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, why is that important? Because Nice Pool seems to be a parody of Justin Baldoni. People notice right away that the character looks like Baldoni, talks like Baldoni, and even has Baldoni's mannerisms. So, was this a coincidence? Or was this Ryan Reynolds' way of taking a shot at Baldoni through his movie? If that's the case, that means this drama isn't just behind the scenes anymore. It's literally being written into Hollywood films. So now, we have a few major questions to ask. Did Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, and Taylor Swift really pressure Justin Baldoni into changing his movie? Is Reynolds' comedic style losing its charm? Or is Shapiro just being Shapiro? And was Nice Pool an actual dig at Baldoni, or just a weird coincidence? And finally, what does this mean mean for Ryan Reynolds' future in Hollywood? Because let's face it, controversies like this don't just go away. They follow celebrities for years. And if Reynolds really is pushing his influence too far, Hollywood might start seeing him in a very different light. Maybe this is just another round of Hollywood gossip. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the beginning of a much bigger conversation about who really controls the film industry. One thing for sure, this story isn't over. Alright, y'all, I need to hear your thoughts. Do you think Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Taylor Swift were really controlling Justin Baldoni's movie? Or is this all just Hollywood noise? And what about Ben Shapiro's take on Deadpool and Wolverine? Was he right, or is he just being extra? Let's talk about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay informed.